I think we already were live.
No sé.
Oh, yep. So we are officially live.
Yes.
We might have been live a minute ago, but now we're really live. So, yeah, this is our third time. And what were you going to say? You were saying something.
That we've been here at home, back at home, for like 4 days. Yeah,
Yes.
we got here. Well, it was Saturday.
Mhm.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So technically,
Yeah,
5 days.
exactly. So just a
Yeah.
few
Coming
days
back
home.
to normal.
Yeah, we're kind of winding down and coming back into our normal daily life. So let me type something in here. Hello, every. I think. Yeah, so we do. We have 3 people watching. Hey, I think there's 3 of you out there right now as we're getting settled into this live chat. So as we said, we just returned just a few days ago. We were in Mexico for a week in Puerto Morelos, and then we flew back from Mexico on a Saturday, came home here for just a couple hours, quickly turned around, and we drove to Orlando, where we spent another week. So, yeah. Hello, Ninja King.
And replying to Ninja.
Oh, Juan Carlos is chatting on the phone app. We're trying to communicate via the phone and on live chat. We're kind of still figuring our way around the live chat, so which is cool. But yeah, we had a great couple weeks. It was nice to get away for as long as we did.
Yeah.
We haven't done that.
Yeah, it was. Well, we had planned, of course, the trip to Mexico for months. But
Yeah.
the trip to Orlando and Disney and Horror Nights, we knew that we were going to do it. We just didn't know when. And while we were in Mexico, we kind of decided to just do it
Sure. Yeah.
back to back.
Exactly. Let's say, hey,
Oh.
Jose. Hola.
Jose it's the ninja.
Jose is a ninja. Are you a ninja, Jose? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Are you a secret? Tell us, Jose, and any other viewers out there, how do we look on screen? Are we coming in clear? Are we choppy? I just got a warning message on our streaming app saying that our resolution is not optimal, but I'm not sure
I think it's fine.
if
I mean,
that
look at
affects what you guys are seeing. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at it on our phone. It seems to look okay.
seems fine to me.
Not 100% sure, so let us know. Can you see us okay, Jose? I'm not sure. Let's say Brian.
Brian, from Costa Rica.
Oh, Brian, hi.
Hola, Brian.
Hola. Pura vida in Costa Rica. Where in Costa Rica are you, Brian?
Typical question.
I know, that's a typical gringo question, as Juan Carlos would say. Because
Gracias,
Ticos would not ask, where are you? So, okay, thank you, Jose, for letting us know the stream is coming across well. That's good. So yeah, why don't we start? If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to put it in the chat.
Any
We'll-
comments on our any videos, but
Yeah.
mostly on the last 2 videos. No, last 3 videos.
Yeah.
The Tulum, Isla Mujeres, and Disney Not So Scary.
Yeah, well, we also have the Disney, the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Plus, we got to ride the gondola.
So that one too.
Yeah, there's four recent ones. So, love you back.
Hi,
Thanks, Roll.
Roll Ram.
I think we're saying your name right, Roll Ram. Tell us
Or
if
nickname.
or it might be nickname, but are we pronouncing it correctly? I hope so. So yeah, we started our vacation down in Mexico. It's our first time going to a small little village called Puerto Morelos, which is located in between Cancun and Playa del Carmen. Yeah, and it was absolutely beautiful. And it's the first time Juan Carlos and I have ever done an all-inclusive resort or an all-inclusive experience traveling. And we haven't edited that video yet, but we have a few more videos to put together from our trip to Mexico.
We have the one that it's like a tour of the
Of the
villa
resort,
and
yeah.
the resort,
Uh-huh.
and then We did one in Puerto Morelos, right?
Yeah, so we did Puerto Morelos, plus
Oh yeah, plus the catamaran,
we did a catamaran at
and
sunset.
then I think that's
So we have those two.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
And then we have still Horror Nights
at Universal.
and then
And then we have a brief tour video that I did of the villa that we stayed at in Orlando. And when we were at the Magic Kingdom this time, um, when we first went in the park, they were doing what's called the flag retreat ceremony. And Juan Carlos had never seen that before. And it's one of the favorite things that I enjoy that they do at Disney every single day. So we did a video of that, which is going to be a completely separate video. So we're doing great. Thanks for asking.
thank you.
Appreciate that. So yeah, So the all-inclusive thing, that was really different for us because we've never done that.
I had done that in Costa Rica, but it was completely different. I mean, it was still an all-inclusive, but this all-inclusive was like, wow.
It was very fancy, the place that we stayed at. We're not accustomed to that level of fanciness.
But I got used to it.
Yeah, you got used to it
Pretty
quickly.
easy.
Yeah, the resort that we stayed at is called Grand Residences, and it's like a 5-star, 5-diamond, Michelin star rated chef, and the all-inclusive experience includes that level of fine dining, from breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 24-hour room service available that's included, and it was just quite impressive. It was a little overwhelming day one. It was like, what?
Yeah.
This is all included? Everything from the service level too. Like we went down to the pool the first day.
And we typically go, when we go to the pool, to the other resorts, Royal Haciendas or Royal Sands.
Yes. Yeah.
We go to the pool, but before we get towels, and then we just bring the towels and put them on the chairs. This time it was quite different. We actually went to get the towels, and the guy said, "No, you're fine. You just go to and select your chair, and someone is coming to help you with the towels." And
yeah, not only did they come and help, but they like put the towels on the chair for us. Then they came over with a bucket full of ice and water and Evian spray bottles so that we had misters for to cool down. It was a level of service that was quite impressive.
Hola, Alan.
Hola, Alan. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome everyone. Did Brian ever ask us? He said he's in.
How do you afford all the traveling?
Well, that's a great question. Go for it.
Yeah, we work and travel, so it's convenient because we can still, do our work and keep traveling. And
yeah, so when we are doing as much traveling as we do, the nice thing is
Musketeers.
hey, yes,
Ricky.
I feel like a musketeer sometime. The good thing is that Juan Carlos's job is pretty much 100% work from home. Although my job is not 100% work from home, a large majority of the work that I do can be done from home as well. So we do a lot of planning where it'll allow us the freedom to travel, and then so even though we're on the road, like during the day, for example, when we were in Orlando this past week, all of the Disney stuff that you saw on our videos and the stuff at Universal was all done at night. So during the day, we were in our villa working. So that's part of the way that we're able to do that. So we're very lucky in the sense that our work allows us to be able to do it pretty much wherever we are. And we take full advantage of that because we both enjoy traveling and experiencing new cultures and new things. So people are commenting. Let's see somebody said, yes, sorry, got a call when you were saying the name. Oh, Brian. Okay.
That's okay.
No worries, Brian. We understand. We get calls too. Our phones are sort of on silent right now, so hopefully nobody calls.
Nobody's calling me.
Nobody's calling. But yeah, so we're currently back in Florida. This is our home here. And
yeah, but let's go back to
Mexico.
Mexico, yeah. Again, the resort was quite the experience.
Yeah.
The only down thing, kind of, is that we like to not just stay in the resort, but also go out and explore.
Right.
And that resort is like in the middle of the nowhere. Even from Puerto Morelos, like the downtown Puerto Morelos, which is a very small town.
It's a very small fishing
Yeah,
village.
they have the well, the famous tower lighthouse,
Yeah.
and then a few restaurants and a few shops, but that's pretty much it. It's small, so you can go there for a night, which we did, and we pretty much saw everything. So if you want to go even there from the resort, it's like 10 minutes. So it's far. And then if you want to go to Cancun, it's like 40 minutes. If you want to go to Isla del Carmen, it's like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's pretty far. And when we stayed in Royal
Haciendas.
in Royal Haciendas, it's only a 10 minutes
Cab ride too.
cab ride to Playa del Carmen, which
Yeah.
is great because Playa del Carmen is a long, long street full of shops and arts and galleries and restaurants,
Exactly.
and then it's easier. So again, the resort is beautiful, it's wonderful, splendid. But just the only bad thing for now is this is just
It's
too
the
far.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, although the location is beautiful in the sense the resort itself was gorgeous,
Yeah, Miguel.
it's just a little
Hola,
off.
Miguel.
Hola, Miguel.
that's-
It's a little off the beaten path for us because we like to get out and explore, and like I said, we like to go and at least experience part of the culture of wherever it is that we're traveling. So for that aspect, we're not sure that that would be the type of place we would go again. What are they saying?
What is it? Um, Brian says he's from San Ramon. Okay,
San Ramon, nice.
nice. And then Raul says that my mom and dad doesn't love me because I'm gay.
Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear
I'm
that.
sorry to hear that, but I know it's difficult. We were pretty lucky that our parents, our families were very accepting, and I know it's difficult because it's your family, but at the same time, you cannot relay just on other people. You have to be happy for you,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, and find if any advice I could give you is to find other like-minded people. And although your immediate family may not accept you now, perhaps maybe they will in time. I'm a firm believer that love them unconditionally. They may not love you unconditionally, but if you love them back, maybe in time they'll come around. But you can also find friendship and family in other people. So surround yourself with some good friends and get that support system. And hopefully your family will come around in the future.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know it's difficult because it's your family, but there's a whole world outside that is going to love you for who you are and not for who you are supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, just go out and find someone who loves you for who you are, and more people. I assure this that more people will come around and embrace you.
That's good advice. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. So definitely sorry to hear that. Raul says you would die. I don't
No, you
know.
will
Please
not.
don't die. I don't know why you would die. From what? Going to traveling?
No. It's the same person.
Oh, okay. From that.
No.
No. But yeah, being optimistic and being focus inward on yourself and find things that make you happy, much like our mantra. It's not always easy, but each and every day that we get up, we do have a conscious choice of how are we going to go about our day? Are we going to be miserable or are we going to be happy? And Juan Carlos and I make a concerted effort each day to find some level of happiness in whatever we're doing. And like I said, it's not always easy.
Mhm.
There's days where we have bad days at work just like everybody, or challenges happen in life. And so you can do that, I promise. And you'll feel much better about it. And once you love yourself, to quote RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how is anybody else going to love you? And that's so true.
Can I have an amen?
Can I get an
here?
amen? So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, going back to Mexico, that resort experience was really pretty awesome for us to get to experience that. But again, we prefer, although we're not really big, neither one of us like to go like places that are crazy busy or like settings or nightclubs or whatever where it's like just packed with people. That's not our thing. But we do like to go experience the culture and restaurants and get out and explore.
There's people watching.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the reasons we love Disney.
Mm-hmm.
There's no better place in the world to people watch than at Disney. The things you see and the things you hear. Wow. It's very funny.
So again, the experience was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Even, we had like 5 people coming every day to
It was
check
good.
on us. One person that was the house.
Yeah, we had housekeeping
Housekeeping,
in the morning that would come and do
then
the.
one guy that would only go to change the fruit and replace the beverage.
Yeah, we had fresh fruit
Then-
and sodas and water and stuff in the refrigerator every day.
And then someone else checking if everything was fine.
Yes.
And then we had room service, so we had someone else coming, preparing the table and everything, and then the person that did the
Turn down service
service.
at night, which was really cool for us too, because the turn down service, it was like a little treat every single night. We would come back and the bed would be, you're going to go, do you have it close by?
Here.
Oh, we do. So Juan Carlos is going to get a little bag. Every single night at this resort, we had a little gift left on our pillow. It was like a little box, and we got to open it up. It'll be in our video too that we're going to be posting soon. But we can show you. They were like these little wooden creatures and animals that were I think they're handmade by local artists down there. So it was.
Yeah, I
very,
remember we saw this.
yeah, we saw them. They were selling.
in Isla Mujeres, I think.
Yeah. So here's one. It's a little penguin, and like the little, you can see the little, the wings move. So cute. Little penguin or penguino for our Latino friends, or Spanish speaking. Not everybody's Latino. This is like
Armadillo.
a armadillo. It's cute. His little head moves. But yeah, so every single night we got a different little animal on our pillow, which was really a lot of fun. We'll show one more.
Yeah. El gato.
Gato. We're teaching Spanish now too. This is a gato or cat. So cute. Gordo, meaning he's very fat. He's a fat cat.
Gato gordo.
Anyway, so that was a lot of fun.
Then the food was
Yeah, the
fantastic.
food was out of this world. It was exceptional. Everything from breakfast to the meals at night and the desserts, and it was great. The service was great. The staff was great. It was really nice. Let's see.
It's
No, those are made out of wood. Actually, they're not glass. So they're like hand carved wood and hand painted. Very cute. So yeah, that was Mexico. The other cool thing about this trip to Mexico is that
we share with family.
we shared it with family. Exactly. So we had this time my sister and brother-in-law and my 2 nieces and their 2 husbands. We have a timeshare that we have typically that same week up in the Cancun area. So we gifted that to my sister and her family for the week, and then Juan Carlos and I stayed at this other resort the same week so that we could all be together, and we were able to go and spend a couple days with them. We took them to Isla Mujeres, which is this awesome little island right off the coast of Cancun. We've got a couple videos already on the channel. You can check those out. And then also we went to Tulum to explore the ancient Mayan city that sits right on the coast. And then after we did that, we went and had a great lunch at an authentic little Mexican taqueria.
La Coqueta.
La Coqueta. Yeah, it was very good. And then from there, we went to this amazing place. If you ever find yourself down in the Maya Riviera, Yucatan Peninsula area, it's a place where you can go swim in a cenote. And if you're not familiar with a cenote, what that is throughout the entire Yucatan Peninsula, basically the ground is all made up of limestone. And over time, the rainwater that's come down has created all of these underground caverns and basically underground rivers that are all connected throughout the Yucatan. And ancient Mayan culture considered those places sacred. And there are several places throughout the Yucatan where you can go swim in the cenotes. And this place that we went to is called La Casa Tortuga near Tulum. And there's 4 cenotes that are all connected via underground river, if you will. And we had a guide that took us, and we would swim, go in, and there's a video on the channel where you can see. And it was really amazing getting to swim through these tunnels and the stalagmites and stalactites from above, mites from below,
Stalactitas y estalagmitas.
and just experiencing the beauty of that. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. So we did that.
Raul says he's from India, and
You're from India, and
gay boy is considered very bad here. And for poor family, my mom works as a cook in someone else's house. My dad is a car driver. Look,
so
coming back to that again, no matter your background or where you are, I can assure you there's people outside who's going to love you for
of
who you
course.
are.
Yeah, and I do know, I mean, I recognize India is a very heavily populated and very busy country, which also means that there are many, many other like people just like yourself there. And I'm not sure what part of India you're in, but I would venture to guess, since you're on the internet, you do have access to that. That's a great tool for you, and maybe you can find somewhere locally, or maybe there's a gay and lesbian group that might be in your area that you could reach out to, or fellow other gay and lesbian community members or activists within your area that you could reach out to, so that you can have some camaraderie with other like-minded people. And you might be surprised, you might find friends that are open-minded enough and willing to accept you exactly for who you are, because deep down inside you're an amazing person, as we all are. So don't forget that. Just remember, you got to love yourself. Okay.
But yeah, reach out. Use your tools. Use Facebook. Use Instagram. Use any social media
Yeah.
that you have available to find groups of people that are like us,
Yeah.
and somehow get in touch with them, and you will be surprised that you will find a lot of people that will love you for who you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Starting here with us.
Yeah. So we're on here. We'll do live chats more often. We're trying to grow the channel, as you know. We're excited. It seems like over the last couple months, our membership is going up. And we do know that once we reach 1,000 subscribers, YouTube opens up a whole other world of possibilities for us with regard to the channel and what we can do with it. So if you really enjoy what we're doing, do us a huge favor and share our channel with your friends, or share our videos with other people, or encourage your friends and family to also subscribe to our channel. It would really help us. But once we get to 1,000, and our goal is that hopefully within the next couple months, before the end of this year, we'll be there, that we'll be able to offer a lot more with the channel as far as doing these types of live streams. We're limited to be able to only do it on a computer right now. But once we get to 1,000, we'll be able to actually take our mobile phone, and anywhere we are, we can do live
In a park or whatever.
live updates. If we're at Disney or we're traveling,
Yes.
or somewhere, we can share a little bit more.
Yeah, we sometimes do it on Instagram with our phones, but in Instagram we only have like 150 followers or something.
Yeah, it's because that's very new.
We cannot reach to that many people.
Right.
Brian is asking a question. He's asking,
Question for me.
yes, how much Spanish do you speak?
Un poquito, Brian. My Spanish is getting better. As far as actually speaking it, I'm not as comfortable always until I get immersed in it. When I'm with Juan Carlos and his family, obviously they speak Spanish all the time. The good thing is that I'm able to understand it tremendously better than I can speak it right now. So it's a process for me, but I am learning. And whenever I'm in Costa Rica, I do my best everywhere we go to actually speak as much Spanish as I can. Obviously, English being my first language, um, and being a little bit older in life, it's been a little, a little more difficult. But I'm very thankful to Juan Carlos and his family for being so patient with me. And his parents do not speak any English whatsoever, and we communicate very well. So we lots of hand gestures, but yeah, we get the point across.
What he can do very well now, it's when we go to a restaurant, it's order food. Like,
Yeah, I'm very comfortable in that setting. Like if I'm in a restaurant, I pretty much can totally order all of my food and understand all of the different food items. That's a good thing. And then just basic conversation or going to the grocery store, basic day-to-day tasks when I'm in Costa Rica, I'm comfortable with. Um, but I'm working on it. So thanks for asking. Brian, are you a fluent Spanish speaker? I'm assuming you must be living in Costa Rica, but not everybody in Costa Rica is. And I don't want to make assumptions because that's a bad thing.
gracias, Jose. He wants to share love to you all.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing love, sharing it with everybody who's in the in the
Yes.
chat room. We appreciate it. So why don't we switch from Mexico to our trip to Orlando?
Okay, so from Mexico, we got back to Fort Lauderdale on the 25th. Yeah,
I think, yeah, it was the 25th. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. And then we got here a little early, actually, and then we stayed here in the house for a couple hours only
Hmm.
to like relax a little and get ready to, get on the road, because from here to Orlando is like a 3 hours drive or so.
Yes.
And then we got there Saturday night, went to have dinner, and then Sunday we didn't do much. We kind of relaxed at the resort, and then
Right.
later we went to do some shopping.
Yeah, we went to.
And we have a video. Do we have a video?
We
now?
do have a video that I haven't
Oh, yeah.
posted yet. We
For
went to
the Disney character warehouse.
Correct. Yeah, right near Disney in an area called Lake Buena Vista, which is right outside of Walt Disney World. There's a place called Orlando Premium Outlets, and it's one of our favorite places to go when we're in Orlando because we love an outlet and we love a good bargain. And they also have a place there called Disney Character Warehouse, where you can get great deals on Disney merchandise at a huge discount. On this particular day, though, you'll see in the video we're going to post here soon. The shelves were pretty much empty, though. We were there later in the day, and they do get deliveries every single day of merchandise. But it was surprising to see almost everything was sold out in that store.
Yeah, it was pretty empty.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually, because everything was like so empty, we bought a couple things, and I asked the girl on the counter, "Are you planning to get any delivery soon, or what's going on?" She
Yeah.
said, "We get deliveries every single day, but
Yeah, but their
things
stuff
are selling fast."
sell really fast there. So anyway, so yeah, we did that, and then
That was Sunday.
that was on Sunday, and we were tired after traveling to Mexico for that week, and so we took it easy. We went out to dinner that night, and then
Monday.
Monday we worked during the day, and then Monday night we went to Mickey's Not So Scary. No, sorry, not Monday night.
Monday night, I think Monday night we went to the Springs.
We went to Disney Springs, yeah. So we went and walked around Disney Springs and had dinner there Monday night. Just a relaxing evening. And then Tuesday, we worked during the day, and then Tuesday night we went
Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party.
Mickey's Not So Scary, which was awesome, and our video is up of that. And this is just one bag, but look at all that candy. Candy.
Wrap a bunch of candies and throw them in your
And
bag.
like big bags of candy. We have all this candy. I'm going to save it because I'm actually going to be here in Fort Lauderdale for our Halloween. So a lot of that candy is going to get regifted to the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'll be in Costa Rica for Halloween, so I might probably take one of those bags because we have two.
Yeah.
And because in our community,
They trick or treat.
they've been doing it for like the last 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's new. And Brian, you can probably attest to this, that in Costa Rica, Halloween is just kind of starting to catch on there. There's not a lot of trick or treating, but we live in Cartago, by the way, in our particular neighborhood. They do a little Halloween thing where the kids dress up, and
Yeah.
which is fun. Is there some
Um,
questions?
yeah. If is the bear still around? He's in the store. I did. We didn't get
Oh yeah, he
it.
was too big.
Yeah, it was cute and everything, but we didn't get it. They just wanted to.
He just wanted. Juan Carlos likes to hug a bear.
Yeah.
Not only the cuddly bears, but me too. um, yeah, that bear was really cute, but yeah, it was really big. So yeah, and his name is something O'Huggins, right? Bear, yeah. So, um, sorry, we're looking at the chat. I don't want to have too much silence on the channel, but so Mickey's Not So Scary. This is how many times have you been now?
3.
This was the 3rd time.
Yeah.
I feel like it was 4, but you're right. It's 3.
3.
And I've been. They haven't been doing it very long. Mickey's Not So Scary has only been roughly like 10 years, I think, that they've been doing it. And I actually have really good friends of mine that are responsible for Mickey's Not So Scary even coming into existence, which is cool. Just a little FYI, I used to work for Walt Disney Entertainment in my previous career. And so 10 years of working at Disney, I still have a lot of really good friends that work for Walt Disney Entertainment, and a very good friend of mine, David. I won't out him completely, but anyway, he was responsible for coming up with the original idea. The original party started at the Magic Kingdom in Orlando, and it was relatively small the very first year. They did it as a test to see how it would go over, and of course, it's turned into a huge success. And now they do it in Orlando and Magic Kingdom there, and then they also do it at Disneyland in California, and now they do it starting all the way in. It goes from August through November, so it's become very successful. So good for them.
Yeah.
Disney knows how to do things right, but it's a lot of fun to go to that event. So Brian's got another question.
Have you visited during Christmas? I'll be traveling for Christmas, but still trying to figure out if only visit Universal or both.
Well, Brian, let me give you a little bit of advice. Disney and Christmas are synonymous with just perfection. And if you get the opportunity to, while you're in Orlando, to do both, I would say do both. Universal is great, and they do a lot of fun stuff there. But Disney has a separate ticketed event that they do certain nights during the holiday season called Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And that party is so worth it. It's much like what we did with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. The park closes early, you pay a separate admission, you go into the park, and for example, Main Street USA, which is the street going up to the castle, they make it snow on Main Street. They do
snow. Snow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They do.
I haven't been there on Christmas yet.
He hasn't been yet. This year, you're going to be able to get to go. We've spent Christmas for the last 4 years in Costa Rica, and this year we're going to actually be in the USA for Christmas. So, but anyway, so Mickey's Christmas party is awesome. The parade, the show that they do in front of the castle, just the decorations alone and the overall feel of it, it's absolutely beautiful. So Brian, highly recommend you get an opportunity, do both. You'll not regret it for sure.
Yeah.
Especially the Magic Kingdom, because it's fantastic during the holidays. What other questions? I love questions.
Yeah. So coming back to Mickey's Not So Scary, it's the same. They decorate Magic Kingdom beautifully, like with a lot of pumpkins. I love pumpkins, and like all the Halloween theme. They use even the fireworks.
Yeah.
Different. The show. I love the parade. The Halloween parade is beautiful, and I love the song. Boo to you.
Boo to you. Yeah, and unfortunately, if you watch our video this year, I didn't put the song, the Boo to You song. I used different music to overlay so that we wouldn't get a copyright infringement. But if you go back in time and go to last year's video from us being at Mickey's Not So Scary, you can actually hear the song, the Boo to You song. We got a copyright violation, but they didn't take the video down. Disney's very particular with their music, so that's why, for example, if you look at our videos whenever we're at the parks now, we have to chop up the fireworks, and we can't show the whole show. because otherwise we'll get a violation. And as we're trying to grow the channel, we don't want to get in trouble. And plus, we have to respect the copyrights of Disney and any other artist's music, if that makes sense to
I have
everyone.
another comment from Pedro. He says El Chavo. You mean El Chavo like El Chavo del Ocho? I'm Brazilian.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yes.
Are you in Brazil now?
Yeah. Try to search for that song. Good to you. You will end up singing that song all along,
It'll
all
be
day long.
stuck in your head.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
I
great.
love it.
It is great, and that parade is a lot of fun too,
Yeah.
with all the different.
And the billions at the
yeah.
end, the witches.
Yes, he loves Maleficent, so you get to see her in the parade as well as the evil queen from Snow White. And
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
it's very fun.
The chicken, what's her name?
Oh, Claire Cluck.
Clara Clark. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's working it.
She works it. She's up in that little silo. It's
She
a lot of
works
fun.
those wings.
My favorite part of that parade, though, still is the beginning
So
when
cool.
the headless horseman comes through the street. I just think that's so cool to see the headless horseman
Yeah.
trotting down. And if you listen really closely to our video, I'm not going to tell you, but as the headless horseman goes by, Juan Carlos says something. Listen closely, see if you can figure it out, and put a comment below if you do, because it just made me laugh so hard when I was editing the video. You can hear. Anyway, so what? Oh, are you typing in Portuguese?
No, I think it's just seu chat.
Seu chato. I'm not sure.
Seu chat.
You daddy. What does that mean, daddy?
No,
No.
he's not that.
Oh no. Our relationship is not that daddy son boy. We don't know. We both contribute equally to the relationship, and yeah. So plus, I would have been only we only have a 14-year age gap, so I would have been very young.
Yeah.
So yeah, although there is a slight age gap, we don't. We're not opposed to people within the community that are into those role plays and all of that, but it's not our thing. We're just a happy couple, if that makes sense. I don't know what all those scribbles are.
That's like ha ha ha.
Oh, okay.
That's what they use.
Well, the next one is like,
Oh, I haven't.
oh, you didn't
I
get
don't-
it yet. I think it's
That's
the delay.
No, that's. How do you visit? No, that's the same question.
Have we visited what?
I don't see.
Not sure. Anyway, there was something popping up on the screen that we weren't sure about. So we have a great time anyway going to Mickey's Not So Scary.
Hi, Mr. Happy.
Hey, Mr. Happy. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, back at you. The time that we have there is always a blast. We love that we get to ride the rides. The nice thing about those after hours events too, by the way, Brian, for the
Who
Mickey's,
wants the iPhone 11? I don't get it. What are you talking about, Happy?
Mr. Happy wants the iPhone 11. Well, good
He
for
said
you.
no. He said he wants the iPhone 11.
Yeah,
right?
he wants it. Why not?
Who does?
Go get it. We don't have iPhones. We use Samsung.
Yeah.
We just prefer that to the iPhone. But
Mexico terremoto.
Hmm?
That Pedro says that there was a earthquake in Mexico.
oh, really? An earthquake
know.
in Mexico?
I don't know. I haven't seen any news.
I'm not sure. Yeah, we haven't looked at the news or the weather.
All right. So back to
Boo to you.
you.
What's your favorite ride in the Magic Kingdom, Juan Carlos?
The Magic. My favorite ride in the Magic Kingdom is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I love it. That's why. That's actually the first one that we did this time.
Yeah.
He kind of didn't want to do it as our first.
Well,
ride
I was worried because the wait time
because the wait time it was like 45 minutes or so, and I was like, well, it's early because we were a little early to the party. It's supposed to start at 7, and we were there like at 5 something.
a little after 5.
Yeah, so I was like, let's just do this. If we have to wait 45 minutes, that's fine. We'll still be early to the party.
Mhm.
And then it didn't take that long. It took like maybe 20 minutes.
Maybe 20 minutes we were waiting in line.
Maybe.
Yeah. But last year we did the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was our first ride as well. And if you
We got
remember,
stuck.
we got stuck last year on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So that's in our video too. So if you go to last year's Halloween video from Disney, you'll see that we were stuck on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We actually got evacuated, which was kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a video
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
Then we did also his favorite, which is Haunted Mansion.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's my all-time favorite attraction at
We
Walt
did the
Disney World.
carousel too.
Yeah,
which
we rode the carousel, and we've never done that
yeah,
before.
I never have done that before.
And I haven't rode that carousel in like 30 years, so it was fun. It was it's quick, but
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun to do that.
Yeah.
And then we did Pirates of the Caribbean.
The only thing that I think they should start doing, it's like have characters dress like, let's say Pluto dress in some sort of Halloween costume, like just walking around. Or
Yeah, the unfortunate thing though is that the days of the Disney characters just walking around, they can't do it anymore in the Magic Kingdom. Everything has to be controlled. So they do have Mickey. You can go see him with his little top
yeah,
hat.
I know we did that once.
Right. And they have other characters. We saw Jafar.
So
But they all have now in the Magic Kingdom. You'll never just randomly see characters walking around. Not like the old days. It's too. There's just too many people, and they're too popular. It's too dangerous.
Anyway, I think they should do something else because we love the parade, we love the show, we love the fireworks and everything. But there's like but it's the same every year. So
Yeah, I
they
mean,
should
well,
add
this year they
something.
changed the fireworks and the projection on the castle.
But it's still fireworks.
I mean,
and
it's
projections.
fireworks. Yeah. But it was
Which I love it. Then it's beautiful and
totally new
Yeah.
show this year, though. And Jack Skellington hosted it this year, which was really
but
cool.
I don't know. I think they should add something else.
Yeah.
Especially because it's growing.
Yeah.
The event is.
I don't disagree. Yeah, they try. I mean, last year they started with the enhancements, like on the Pirates of the Caribbean. They've added live actors now in the attraction, which is kind of cool because that's not regularly what they do. The Haunted Mansion, the cast members that work at the Haunted Mansion are now all dressed up, sort of like they're dead. And then they have Carlotta sitting out talking to the guests, and that's not regular. And then we didn't ride Space Mountain, but Space Mountain this year got a whole new sound system. And for the Halloween event, they actually turn off all of the lights inside Space Mountain, so you're riding in pitch black with a heavy metal, very loud soundtrack. And then they did the teacups. They added fog and lighting and stuff. So they do add each year. They're trying to add little enhancements to,
Brian is saying that it took him 2.5 hours for that ride. Wow.
for the which one, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
Yes, and that's also his favorite.
Wow, Brian, that's a long time to wait.
Yeah, to be honest, I would not wait that long.
Good for you. Hopefully it wasn't too hot out because
I mean, I love that ride, but waiting that long.
Yeah, that's where you need a fast pass.
Yeah.
But that's a hard one to get fast passes for because it seems like they're never available unless you try to book like 2 months in advance.
Yeah, but well, I don't know how often do you go to the parks, but I guess because we are a little spoiled that we go more often than most people, then we we get to choose. I'm not going to wait that long. I'm going to do it or not because we know that we will be coming back soon.
Exactly.
But I get if I go once every year or so, I'll be willing to maybe spend some more time on something that I really want to do.
Yeah, and that's why, for example, we do go to the parks more frequently because we live in Florida and it's not that far away from us.
Hi, James.
Hello, James. But the like, for example, at the Animal Kingdom, we still haven't been on Flight of Passage, which is the new ride we're in. I keep wanting to say Avatar Land, but that's not what it's called. Pandora. Flight of Passage is supposed to be amazing, but every time we've been there, we haven't been able to get a fast pass, and the wait times for that ride have been almost 2 hours, and we keep saying, we'll come back another day. So we'll go back another day. Mm-hmm. Although there is one thing I wish we had done on this trip that we probably should have taken advantage of, because when we were at Galaxy's Edge, which is a new Star Wars land at the Disney Hollywood Studios, we went there with the intention of just walking the land and getting a feel for it. We weren't going to ride the ride because we had plans to go over to Epcot on the same day, and we wanted to ride the new Skyliner, which we'll talk about in a minute too. But that day, when we went by the Smuggler's Run, which is the ride inside of the Millennium Falcon, the wait time was less than 30 minutes. And then I saw now the parks are getting busy again. And somebody was live streaming from Disney earlier today, I saw, and the wait time was over 2 hours for that attraction. So we might have
Yes, a
missed
week
our
difference.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Literally less than a week later, the parks are packed again.
Wow.
So, but we didn't ride it yet. We will. We'll get up there.
So well, that was Halloween Not So Scary.
Yeah.
And then that was Tuesday. Then Wednesday we went to same. We were during the day, and after 4 or 5, we went to no, it was like 3 actually. We went to Hollywood Studios
Yeah.
to go visit Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And then we took a ride on the gondolas from
Yeah, which is the new Skyliner, the
Yeah.
Disney Skyliner.
from the studios to Epcot.
Yeah.
And it makes 1 or 2 stops.
We have one stop, and you have to get off from the studios. You go to the first stop, which
From
is
these resorts.
the oh my gosh, it's where the Caribbean. Anyway, it's the main hub for the new Skyliner system, and you have to change to the other line, and you can go to Epcot or you can go to the Caribbean Beach from there. And we took it all the way over to Epcot, and we had a great experience on it. Unfortunately, it was just a couple nights ago, that Skyliner broke down, and there were people. Luckily, it was at night. There were people that were stuck on it for almost 3 hours. I think I would have freaked out if that was me.
Bye, Rick.
Uh
Have a
oh.
good night.
Hey, Rick. Goodbye, Rick. Good night. Sorry we missed you. Yeah, I know it's late. Sorry. We started the live stream tonight at 10. We're going to probably end in about another 10 minutes, roughly. We'd like to do about an hour. Or maybe more. We'll see. Anybody else have any questions? Ask away. Hola, James. Nice to see you here.
Something else. Oh well, and
By the way, James, I hope you had a good birthday.
yeah,
Shout out to James. It was his birthday this past week.
yeah. So in Epcot we did the
Epcot Forever.
Epcot Forever,
which is the
fun.
new nighttime show that replaced Illuminations. And it's a temporary show. Epcot Forever is going to be there for the next year. And it's a great retrospective show of music since Epcot opened in 1981. So if you've been going to Epcot for many years, the music in that show is really great because it sort of brings back a lot of heartfelt memories of attractions that are no longer in existence at Epcot. And it pays tribute to the future and what's going to be happening. So, great. Glad to hear that you had a good birthday, James. That's nice. Happy. And we really enjoyed that show. And then, of course, we rode our favorite attraction at Epcot currently is Soarin'. And so we rode that as well.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. So we did that, had dinner at Epcot, and then we finished out our night on that Wednesday with the new show. And then the following day, Thursday, again, we worked all day during the day. One of the things that allows us to travel so that we can work. And then that night, we went to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And we love that event too. Totally different than Disney.
Yeah.
Very different.
This was my 5th time.
Yes.
This event
for Horror Nights. And we did everything. We
did the 10 houses.
There's 10 houses this year. There's a brand new lagoon show this year on their little lake that they do. It's like a projection show on water and also on the buildings that surround the lagoon.
And then the three
scare zones
and the show.
Yeah, the Academy of Villains live show. So we did everything that night. Needless to say, I was exhausted when we got back to the hotel.
Yeah, we went there from like before 6 until 1:30.
Yeah. And we're not going to ruin it for you yet because we haven't posted that video, but we do have a video that we're editing of our night at Universal, and we're going to give you our top 3 out of the 10 houses, what we thought was our top 3 favorites. We agree on the top 3. We don't agree in the order of the top 3. We'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was great. That event, if you've never been to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, it's definitely adult oriented. It's not for young children by any means. But they do an amazing job in immersing you into these scary environments that they create on the sound stages and backstage at Universal for these really awesome things. I will say the one scare zone that we loved was Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie, yeah.
And that's a first. I've been going to horror nights forever, and I don't recall Rob Zombie ever being involved. So that was really kind of cool this year that he has a house there as well as a scare zone. And the scare zone was really well done. We enjoyed it. Somebody said, Brian has another question?
Yeah, that's. I'll get back to you, Brian, in 1 second with that question because I can relate to that. And then James is telling that you are gonna have to come to Savannah, Georgia, and meet up.
So James, you live in Savannah, Georgia?
Wow, we actually have a couple videos in Savannah.
Yeah, we do. And as a matter of fact, I have family. Most of my family lives, or actually, they all live in Savannah. So we go to Savannah several times a year.
Savannah.
And we are going to be in Savannah this year around the holiday time. We're not sure the exact dates yet, but we'll keep you posted and let you know. And
because we love Savannah.
We adore Savannah. Savannah is
a beautiful place.
A favorite place, but so we go there often.
We love just to walk around the old town and by the River Street,
the historic district, and River Street, and
all that. Yeah.
My favorite bar in all of the world, everywhere, is Kevin Barry's Irish Pub over on River Street in Savannah. I absolutely love that place. Get a pint of beer, listen to some live Irish music.
Oh, he's moving back to Savannah soon. That's
okay.
Awesome. All right.
Well, good. That's cool that you're going back.
Yeah. All right. So Brian
has a question.
Yeah, he's asking. Going back to the cruise, that's in my bucket list. How do you book it or work? How it works? Being myself a very shy person, do you guys think will be okay to go alone? Well, let me tell you this.
That's
great. Exactly what I did the very first time when I met him. I was on my own in it was a different company. It was RSVP, but it was the same concept. And I was on my own. I figured everything out myself. I booked it. I booked the trip, and then I booked the flights, and I was on my own. I mean, at the very beginning, I didn't know anyone, and then because the same thing, I'm kind of shy introvert. You know, I'm not like the kind of person that goes and say in the middle of the room, "Hey, hello, my name is this. I'm from whatever."
Yeah.
So I had people, coming to me and introducing themselves, like him. And then you get to meet a lot of people. It's a lot of fun, and you make it your way. You can party all day or night if that's what you want to, or you can just be really quiet in a coffee in the restaurants, reading a book, just sitting in a chair by the pool or whatever. You make it as you want it to, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend you to do that. It's a great experience. You get to meet a lot of good people.
Aw.
Yeah.
And I'll chime in too, because although yes, Juan Carlos did go on his own, 100% on his own. I was also on my own on the cruise, although I had people that I knew on board the ship and friends that were on board, but I had booked my own cabin as well. I did it a little bit different. I booked a cabin just for myself, and if you do that, realize on cruises, especially charter cruises and on a regular cruise, the cruise line is going to charge you as if two people are in the room, even if you're going by yourself and you do one person. Juan Carlos, on the other hand, chose to participate in what they do is a roommate sharing service. And RSVP Cruises, which is the one we met on, as well as Vakaya, which is the new company we just went on, offer that service. So if you are traveling by yourself and you can't afford to pay double occupancy on a cabin, or you're open-minded enough and you don't mind sharing a cabin with somebody you don't know, that's the only challenging part. You don't really know who your roommate is going to be until you arrive. You can do that. Juan Carlos did it and had good success with it on his first cruise.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did this sharing program, and I didn't know who was going to be my roommate. Turned out to be a really nice guy. He was a really good person, and yeah, but of course it's just luck. So maybe you will end up with something that is a little messy.
Hopefully not.
But you know, it's just luck. And then for me, it was a great experience. This guy was great. Was a good person. And then again, I booked a room that it was an inside cabin. It didn't have a balcony or anything because I, most like you, I was not sure of what this was. So I was like, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on something that I don't really know how it's going to end up. So I rather just keep it a little more
Cost effective.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got an inside cabin, and I did the share program, so it was not that expensive, but still I got to experience everything.
Right.
So if you want recommendations on what, because there are several cruises that with the same concept, it's you have Atlantis, you have RSVP, and now Vakaya. That's
Right.
like the three main, right?
Those are the three ones, and let me give you a real quick overview of each. So Atlantis is what many would consider the
Circuit
typical circuit party cruise. Now, not to say that everybody on an Atlantis cruise is participating in that type of event. However, the majority of people going on an Atlantis cruise skew a little bit younger, 20s, 30s age group. Certainly there are more older people as well, but the majority fall into that age bracket. And the emphasis of those cruises is a little more on the party element, in the theme parties and people kind of going crazy, I guess you could say. RSVP, which is owned by the same company, the owner of Atlantis also owns RSVP. RSVP skews a little more mature, more 30s, 40s, and 50s age group. And I liken it to say it's more of your neighborhood bar crowd, the people who like beer and wine versus party and party favors. And then
There
now
are parties too.
yes, there are parties, and there are theme parties every single night. And again, you can participate as much as you want or as little as you want. And then now the new company that we just experienced is called Vakaya, and Vakaya is now taking the all LGBTQ inclusive cruise to another level of mostly booking more higher end destinations on a little more upscale ships. And again, the demographic is very similar to that of our SVP, with the age group being 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, lots of couples, and again, lots of singles on board those cruises. So that's just a quick, again, that's a generalization. I'm not saying 100% of the people on every ship are like that. But our experience is we love going on chartered all LGBTQ cruises. We've done 2 in the Caribbean, we've done 2 to Alaska, and then we did the most recent Vakaya, and we had a great time. So
Yeah.
hopefully that helped you, Brian. And by all means, if you have any other questions about it, you can feel free. You can shoot us an email, by the way, everybody. You can send us email to geoandjc@gmail.com.
Or on any of our
Other social media, Geo and JC on Instagram, Geo and JC on Twitter. feel free to reach out with any questions. And Brian, as you're considering it, we'd be happy to help give you any guidance or any assistance that you may need.
Brian, if I know that right now RSVP is it's advertising their February cruise, which is the Caribbean cruise.
That sails out of Fort Lauderdale, so that leaves
sails
out
from
of
here.
Out of here.
That's the one that I took when we met.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's a lot of fun. It's less. It's not as expensive as the other
Cruises.
as the other cruises, because it's the Caribbean. So
Yeah.
if you go to the one to Alaska, or the one that we just did from New York, it's a little more expensive. So to begin, I think it's a great idea to begin with RSVP Caribbean cruise.
I would say, yeah, the one that's coming up in February, RSVP, would be a great intro cruise to that. Yeah. Plus, it's a full charter too. There are lots of other cruises out there too that are not 100% charter, and what that means is that maybe only a few hundred of the guests are LGBTQ, whereas the RSVP is 100%. The ship is totally LGBTQ, which is great.
And they are great on communicating. I remember, again, my first experience. I didn't know anything about the LGBTQ cruises, and then I shoot an email to the company, to RSVP, just asking for information, and within maybe one day I received the reply, and with a lot of information. Every question that I had, they were able to reply really fast. So yeah, I highly recommend that one.
Yeah.
So just
That's great.
Google RSVP gay cruise.
Yeah, we can go on and on and on and talk about the cruises for hours and hours, and maybe we'll do another video. We've talked about that, maybe doing a top 10 advice or top 10 things to know about going on a gay cruise from our perspective. So yeah, and if you want, we recommend go back and watch our videos from Vakaya. Our experience on Vakaya is very similar to the experience you'll have on RSVP if you were to book that. So.
Yeah, Vakaya is just a little bit more like entertainment-wise, more elevated.
Right.
But it's this
very
similar concept.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So anyway,
he says you guys have helped a lot with double.
Good.
With doubts.
Oh, James says he wants to be our guide. Show us your favorite. Hey, James, tell us what are two of your favorite places in Savannah? Listen, I've been going to Savannah since my mother moved to Savannah in 1986, and my sisters grew up in Savannah. I was already in college when they moved there, so although I've never personally lived in Savannah, I feel like I have because my family is all there. My mother, my father, and two of my sisters and their families all live in Savannah. So we've been going there for a long time. Good old Savannah. Savannah. It's a favorite.
Yep.
What did I say, Brian? You guys have helped out. Oh, perfect.
And I just reply.
Anyone else have any other general questions? Disney, gay cruises, Universal Horror Nights, us, life in general, anything, any of the above. Hopefully you enjoyed these live chats. This is our third time doing it, and
it's fun.
Yeah, I think it's fun for us. We like doing it.
Yeah, we kind of had not a plan, but a topic, because we just came back from our travels.
Yeah.
So it was like, let's talk a little about the travels, but there's a few questions that came up that we just love, or trying to support this guy Rolf from India.
Yeah, I know. And if we can be of that support, that's one of the goals of our channel and our mantra of happiness as a lifestyle, that hopefully we're being a good representation or showing maybe somebody who's watching our channel that doesn't necessarily interact with gay people on a daily basis, that we're just showing that we're just regular guys.
We're just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. We put our pants on the same way you do. every single day. So hopefully that helps.
We work, we pay taxes.
Oh, yes, we do. We work. Um, and we're just very lucky and blessed to have found each other and that we have this opportunity to share a little bit with all of you. So we do appreciate you guys watching as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yep,
Right?
thank you.
We're going to get ready to wrap things up. We've been going for a little over an hour. I
Already?
think that's,
Wow.
I know, can you believe it? Time flies when we're having fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, this will be archived. So if you're watching this post the live, we appreciate you being here at our channel, and please check out the rest of the channel. And for all of you that are watching right now, we do have some more videos to come. Like we said, we've got a couple more videos from Mexico. We still have the Halloween Horror Nights and our shopping adventure at the Orlando outlets and the Magic Kingdom's flag retreat ceremony, and then of course a whole bunch more videos in the near future.
Yeah, we still have to do a 15-minute challenge video here.
Yeah, we're going to do another 15-minute challenge. And then we're also going to share with you, I've got a great little clip. The gentleman that created our logo, which we love, and a shout out to him. We're going to do a video specifically dedicated to him and his cartoon, which is called Big Tiny Life. So if you get a chance, look for that on Instagram. But I want to kind of highlight the great work that he did because I really like the artwork and our logo that was created. So, are there more questions? Last minutes?
And then in our next trip, it's Vegas, Las Vegas in December.
Yes. Well, actually, before Vegas is Costa Rica.
Yeah. So yeah, Costa Rica, then Savannah.
Then
And
yeah,
Vegas.
Costa Rica, Savannah, Vegas, and then back to Savannah,
And
then
in
Disney.
between Disney.
and then Disney in there. Somehow we're going to make all that work. So yeah, we got a lot coming up here in the next couple months, and then maybe a few more surprises along the way. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and call it a night.
Porque
But
tenemos sueño.
yes, a little bit sueño. Tengo sueño. As always, happiness is a lifestyle. Peace out, everybody. Thanks so much.
Thank
Mwah. We appreciate you very much. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.